market stories as flawless spectacles, where danger is controlled and every stunt appears perfectly executed. But the reality behind the scenes often tells a very different tale. Explosions, high-speed chases, and death-defying stunts carry risks that are hidden from the audience, and sometimes those risks have deadly consequences. Many iconic action films are shadowed by incidents that were minimized or concealed by studios, leaving behind a history of human sacrifice largely unknown to viewers. In this episode, we uncover 15 action films where the line between cinematic illusion and real-life tragedy was tragically crossed. These were not minor accidents or special effects errors, they were genuine fatalities involving actors, stunt performers, and crew members. Studios often obscured these events, but the reality remains clear. Every thrilling scene was created at the edge of danger, and in some cases, at the ultimate cost. Tonight, we lift the veil on these hidden tragedies. From dangerous stunts to high-speed chases, each story reveals the human cost behind films that audiences celebrated for adrenaline, spectacle, and daring feats. These accounts provide a glimpse into the untold dangers of filmmaking, showing that Hollywood's most exciting moments sometimes come with real consequences. Fact 1. The Crow, 1994. Brandon Lee arrived on the set of The Crow at a pivotal moment in his career, poised to step into the spotlight as a leading actor. Behind the Gothic city streets and dramatic sets, however, hidden dangers lurked. During a crucial scene, a prop gun, believed to contain only blanks, discharged a fragment from live ammunition that had been lodged inside. The fragment struck Lee in the abdomen, causing fatal injuries despite immediate medical intervention. The crew was stunned, and the studio issued only a carefully worded statement, framing the event as an unforeseen accident while omitting critical lapses in safety protocol. The film was completed and released, immortalizing Lee's haunting performance. Every shot now carries a weight far beyond its narrative, reflecting the tragic reality of filmmaking risks. Crew members continue to reflect on the incident, acknowledging that corners cut, miscommunication, and human error contributed to the fatal outcome. The Crow remains a masterpiece of Gothic action, yet it forever bears the shadow of real-life loss, a testament to the dangers actors face when art meets circumstance. Fact 2. The Dark Knight, 2008. During the filming of The Dark Knight, Conway Wycliffe, a seasoned camera operator, was capturing high-speed Batmobile chase sequences when a vehicle veered slightly off course and collided with a tree, killing him instantly. The studio minimized public coverage and issued only a brief statement. Production continued without interruption, leaving a heavy shadow on the crew who witnessed the tragedy. Wycliffe's expertise enabled the creation of some of the film's most memorable shots, yet the human cost was hidden from audiences. The incident highlights the unseen dangers of blockbuster filmmaking. While viewers marveled at Gotham's thrilling chases, few realized the risks faced by those behind the camera. The crew's grief and caution lingered throughout the remainder of production, emphasizing the fragility of human life. In the midst of cinematic spectacle, The Dark Knight remains celebrated for its intense action, but it also carries the invisible weight of Wycliffe's sacrifice, a reminder that real danger exists behind every thrilling scene. Factor 3. Top Gun, 1986. Top Gun transformed aerial action in cinema, showcasing breathtaking maneuvers and thrilling fighter jet sequences. Art Scholl, an experienced stunt pilot and aerial coordinator, was performing a complex inverted spin maneuver when his aircraft spiraled out of control over the Pacific Ocean. The plane plunged into the water, and neither it nor Scholl's body was ever recovered. The accident shocked the crew, and media coverage remained minimal, allowing the film to proceed on schedule. Safety measures at the time could not fully prevent the inherent dangers of extreme aerial stunts. Scholl's work is immortalized in the film's spectacular aerial shots, yet the hidden risk involved is invisible to audiences. The adrenaline and precision of the sequences came at a fatal cost, serving as a sobering reminder of the perils stunt pilots face. Top Gun continues to captivate viewers with its daring maneuvers, but behind the spectacle lies a real story of courage, skill, and ultimate sacrifice, unseen by the public, who enjoy the thrilling visuals. Fact 4. The Expendables 22012. The Expendables 2 aimed to deliver bigger explosions and more elaborate stunts than its predecessor. During a sequence on a lake, a pyrotechnic blast went off prematurely. Stuntman Kung Liu was caught in the explosion and died instantly, while another crew member sustained serious injuries. The studio issued only a brief statement expressing condolences, and filming continued without pause. Crew members later noted that rushed scheduling and miscommunication among the pyrotechnics team contributed to the fatal incident, though the details were largely suppressed from public view. The film went on to be a commercial success, praised for its chaotic action and star-studded cast. Behind the spectacle, the memory of Liu's death lingered among the crew, a sobering reminder of the risks associated with practical stunts. Each explosion on screen represented both artistry and danger, showcasing the courage of performers who risked everything for cinematic thrill. The Expendables 2 exemplifies how blockbuster action is built on skill, precision, and sometimes real-life tragedy. Fact 5. The Twilight Zone. The movie 1983. During a helicopter sequence in the Twilight Zone, the movie, Vic Morrow and two child actors performed a scene involving low-flying aircraft and pyrotechnics. The helicopter lost control after an explosion damaged the rotor, crashing onto the actors and killing all three instantly. The tragedy led to a high-profile trial, with director John Landis charged with involuntary manslaughter, though ultimately acquitted. Media coverage and studio statements minimized the severity, presenting the deaths as unforeseen accidents while avoiding discussion of ignored safety warnings and violations. The footage of the accident was sealed, and the scene was edited for release. Crew members described a tense, emotionally charged environment, struggling with grief and guilt. The incident prompted stricter safety regulations for child actors and helicopter stunts in film. Audiences were unaware of the hidden costs behind the anthology, highlighting how ambition and misjudgment can collide with deadly consequences during production. The tragedy remains a haunting shadow behind one of cinema's most infamous sequences. Fact 6. Furious 72015. While the death of Paul Walker captured global attention, another fatality occurred during Furious 7. Carlos de la Torre, a veteran transportation crew member, suffered a deadly accident while handling high-speed vehicle logistics. Emergency response was swift, but de la Torre died from his injuries. Media coverage was minimal, and the incident was largely overshadowed by Walker's passing. Production continued with increased caution, highlighting the hidden risks faced by those coordinating vehicles and equipment on high-stakes action sets. De la Torre's death underscores the unseen human cost of blockbuster filmmaking. While audiences experienced thrilling car chases on screen, crew members operated under perilous conditions. Their contributions ensured stunts were executed safely and effectively. Yet accidents reveal the fine line between cinematic spectacle and real danger. Furious 7 remains a high-octane visual experience, but behind the excitement lies a sobering reality. Some of the most critical contributors risked and lost their lives to make the film possible. Fact 7. Deadpool 22018. Joy Harris, a professional motorcycle racer and first-time stunt woman, was hired to perform Domino's high-speed sequences. During a downtown chase scene, her motorcycle lost control and crashed through a building window, resulting in instant death. Production schedules had limited rehearsal time, increasing the risk. Yet the scene was executed under tight timing constraints. The studio issued only a brief statement, offering condolences but omitting safety oversights that contributed to the fatal accident. Crew members reflected on the incident, acknowledging the pressures and inadequate preparation for a performer new to film stunts. Harris's death underscores the hazards faced by stunt performers, especially those transitioning from competitive sports to movie work. Audiences enjoyed the thrilling sequences without understanding the peril behind the shots. While her performance added realism and intensity, it came at the ultimate cost. The incident serves as a haunting reminder that behind the humor and comic book action of Deadpool 2, real lives were at risk to achieve cinematic spectacle. 2003. A veteran special effects technician died during the production of The Matrix Reloaded while installing complex rigging for freeway action sequences. Despite immediate medical attention, the injuries were fatal. The studio released minimal information, describing it as a workplace accident, while production continued at full pace. The scale and complexity of the film required long hours and intricate coordination between departments, creating a setting where even experienced professionals were exposed to significant risk. Audiences saw groundbreaking stunts and elaborate freeway sequences, but the reality of the technician's death remained hidden. His work was critical to achieving the intricate visual effects, yet the human cost was invisible to viewers. The incident demonstrates that even in productions with advanced safety planning, practical stunts and technical setups carry serious hazards. The Matrix Reloaded spectacle depended on human skill and risk, with consequences often unacknowledged outside the set. Fact 9. Troy, 2004. Stuntman George Camilleri participated in Troy's massive battle sequences, choreographed to depict the chaos of ancient warfare. During the scene, he fell on uneven terrain, sustaining an injury that developed into fatal complications after surgery. The incident received minimal public attention, overshadowed by the lead actor's injuries and production delays. The studio issued a brief expression of condolences, leaving the fatality largely unknown to audiences. Despite the loss, filming continued, and the expansive battle sequences were completed. Camilleri's death highlights the hidden hazards of large-scale combat sequences in film. While audiences admired the sweeping shots of soldiers and mounted warriors, the real-life risks were invisible. His contribution is embedded in the visual spectacle, yet the cost of his life remains largely unacknowledged. Troy demonstrates the high stakes of authentic action filmmaking, where meticulous planning cannot eliminate the potential for tragedy among stunt performers and crew. Fact 10. The Exorcist, 1973. The Exorcist is celebrated as a groundbreaking horror film, yet its production was marked by multiple fatalities. Crew members endured harsh conditions on set, including cold temperatures and extended hours. A night watchman and a special effects technician died during filming, while actor Jack McGowan passed away shortly after completing his role. Additionally, a fire destroyed most of the interior set, requiring rapid rebuilding under hazardous circumstances. The studio provided minimal information, framing these events as coincidences rather than acknowledging the extreme pressures faced by the team. The film was ultimately completed and released to acclaim. Viewers experienced horror and suspense without awareness of the behind-the-scenes toll. Cast and crew described the atmosphere as tense and exhausting, amplified by grief over the fatalities. These incidents highlight the hidden dangers involved in producing complex films. The Exorcist remains iconic, but its production carried a shadow of real-life tragedy, largely unknown to the public, leaving a lasting impact on those present during filming. Fact 11. Rambo, First Blood, Part 2, 1985. First Blood Part 2 relied heavily on explosive sequences and large-scale stunts. During the jungle scene, a stunt performer was positioned near live pyrotechnics, which detonated prematurely, causing fatal injuries. The studio issued only a brief statement, describing the event as an unforeseen accident. Crew members reported extreme heat, long hours, and pressure to execute visually compelling shots, contributing to the risk and heightening the severity of the incident. Audiences enjoyed the thrilling explosions without knowing the real-life danger involved. The incident highlights the peril inherent in practical stunt work for high-intensity action sequences. First Blood Part 2 delivers cinematic spectacle, yet it also reflects the sacrifices of performers and crew. The stuntman's death remains largely invisible to viewers, illustrating the fine line between creating entertainment and exposing human life to lethal risk in Hollywood productions. Fact 12. Transformers, Dark of the Moon, 2011. During the production of Transformers, Dark of the Moon, stunt performer Gabriela Cedillo was performing a high-speed highway sequence when a steel cable snapped and struck her vehicle, causing fatal brain trauma. Emergency responders attempted to save measures, including inadequate barriers and rushed coordination, showing that even modern productions with advanced technology can be lethal. The incident underscores the ongoing dangers stunt performers face in blockbuster films. Audiences experienced thrilling car chases without realizing the hidden risk to the crew. Cedillo's work contributed to the film's realism, but at the ultimate cost. Transformers: Dark of the Moon achieved commercial success, yet her death serves as a stark reminder that the visual spectacle of Hollywood action often conceals genuine human peril, which remains unseen by viewers. Fact 13. The Patriot. 2000. The Patriot featured expansive battle scenes with cavalry charges and simulated combat. During one sequence, a stunt performer fell from a horse and sustained fatal injuries despite rapid medical intervention. The studio issued only a brief statement expressing condolences, and production continued without interruption. Crew members described the risks of coordinating large groups of mounted performers in uneven terrain, highlighting the unpredictable nature of live stunts. Audiences witnessed sweeping battlefield visuals, unaware of the hazards faced by the stunt performer. His work remains embedded in the film, immortalized in dynamic sequences, while the human cost of authenticity went largely unrecognized. The Patriot demonstrates how large-scale historical action filmmaking carries real-life danger for those bringing the spectacle to life, balancing cinematic ambition against the fragility of human safety. Fact 14. The Delta Force. 1986. On the desert set of the Delta Force, practical explosions were used to depict military combat realistically. During one convoy attack scene, a detonation occurred prematurely, killing 2 crew members and injuring several others. Minimal information was released to the public, and the studio framed the incident as an unexpected accident. Internal investigations highlighted miscommunication and insufficient safety measures, yet filming continued without delay. The event underscores the inherent danger of coordinating explosives in large-scale action productions. While audiences enjoyed intense combat sequences, the fatalities behind the camera remained largely unseen. Extreme heat, tight production schedules, and live pyrotechnics created conditions where accidents could occur quickly. The Delta Force became a commercial success, yet the hidden human cost reminds viewers that blockbuster action often comes at the expense of real-life safety, leaving a silent legacy among crew and stunt performers. Fact 15. Gone in 60 Seconds. 1974. During preparations for a sequel to Gone in 60 Seconds, director and lead actor H.B. Halicki performed a stunt involving a controlled water tower collapse while driving a vehicle. A steel cable snapped, striking him and causing fatal injuries. Production was halted immediately, and the sequel was cancelled. Media coverage was limited, leaving the public largely unaware of the circumstances. Halicki's death marked a tragic end to a career defined by high-risk automotive stunts and innovative filmmaking. The incident emphasizes the extreme hazards inherent in practical stunt work. Audiences enjoyed the thrill of the original film's legendary car chases, yet the sequel's fatal accident illustrates the narrow boundary between spectacle and mortality. Halicki's dedication contributed to the genre's development, but it ultimately cost him his life. Gone in 60 Seconds remains iconic, with the hidden human toll serving as a stark reminder of the risks behind cinematic action. Bonus fact: Hollywood's hidden toll. Stunt performers and crew members have long shouldered the hidden dangers of action filmmaking. Before digital doubles and CGI, practical stunts required human bodies to absorb impacts, navigate collapsing sets, and endure explosions, fire, and high-speed sequences. Many accidents and fatalities went unreported, often concealed by non-disclosure agreements. Studios frequently prioritize production schedules and box office considerations over strict safety protocols, leaving performers exposed to significant risk. The human cost of blockbuster filmmaking has been substantial, yet the public remained unaware. Unsung heroes were injured or killed while creating cinematic spectacle, their sacrifices invisible beyond the set. Over decades, safety protocols and industry advocacy improved protection, including advanced equipment and mandatory training, yet stunt work remains inherently dangerous. Every explosion, chase, and daring stunt carries carries the memory of human risk, revealing the courage and dedication required to deliver cinematic thrills. Hollywood's quiet crisis continues to honor those who risked everything for action filmmaking. Behind every explosion, high-speed chase, and daring stunt lies a story few viewers ever hear. These films, celebrated for their thrills, contain hidden truths of danger, sacrifice, and lives lost during production. Tonight, we revealed the real deaths that occurred on set, exposing the human cost behind some of Hollywood's most iconic action sequences. If these stories shocked or fascinated you, remember this is only a glimpse of the secrets still hidden behind the velvet curtain. Like this video and share it with others who love cinema, and subscribe to explore more untold stories from Hollywood. From dangerous stunts to backstage tragedies, countless accounts remain unseen, shaping films in ways the public rarely realizes. By joining us, you gain access to the hidden history of filmmaking, where spectacle is built on real risk, courage, and dedication. The curtain is lifted, yet Hollywood's untold mysteries continue beyond the frame.